Herbert Boyer. In the genetic department, kind of a big deal. Basically what this means is he was pretty much like,
Yes. So if I take this here apple and mix it with this here banana, I get an orange.
basically genetic engineering is taking cell A and bits from cell B and making cell... But since Herbert Boyer was the first person to do that, it kind of makes him a genetic god.
I created the first ever GMO.
Actually, before I go around worshipping Herbert Boyer as my genetic deity, I should probably mention that the actual technique for creating the first GMO was a joint effort of him and another scientist named Stephen Cohen. But there's quite a few different Stephen Cohens out there. Yeah, so for my sake, Stephen Cohen doesn't exist. Anyway, on to the stuff that's actually to do with Herbert Boyer. First of all, born in 1936 and still alive. He got married in 1958 when he was 22 years old because, I mean...
Oh, you sexy beast.
He got his PhD in 1963 when he was 27 years old. Also, it's worth noting that the average age to get a PhD is 36 years old.
Holy shit.
He worked in two different universities, University of California and Yale University. Now, which one of those two do you think created the first ever GMO?
BAM! Time's up!
University of California! Which is kind of funny considering that the University of California's largest department, in terms of scholarships, is poetry. Yeah, that's not science. Then again, if Herbert Boyer was able to create the first GMO from a poetry university... Anyway, in terms of achievements, he wasn't actually doing that hot until 1977 when he created the first synthesis between a bacteria and a eukaryote. Eukaryote? I don't know. His first ever award was the Albert Oscar Award for Basic Medical Research in 1980, which is basically a polite way of saying,
Hey yo, genetic god.
What?
Screw you, I'm atheist.
but it was an award nonetheless, and it would mark the beginning of his 30-year award-winning streak. Yes, that means he won an award 20 years after he'd gone into retirement. It took that long.
Thank you. I've been waiting for this for about 30 years now. That's about half my life.
That concludes my science presentation. If you have any questions, try to keep them to yourself, but if you really want to ask them, then you can ask me, I guess. Okay, you, Thor.
Yeah, so Herbert Boyer, in the picture that you showed us, he didn't actually have a beard.
Comedic effect, Next, Thor.
Yeah, but that's inaccurate.
Yeah, I believe your description and presentation of rednecks was very hurtful to the redneck audience. So, if you could just change that, because, I mean, my dad's an ethnicity doctor, and he's a plastic surgeon. He has to go through day by day to change all redneck accents, and they don't sound like... Alright, next. Thor. Oh, me? Yeah. See, that wasn't 5 minutes.
Holy shit.
I think I got a paragon in the tongue.